The steps involved in respiration are breathing, diffusion of gases between alveoli and blood, and transport of gases, and diffusion of gases between blood and tissues, and utilization of O2. When we discuss about breathing, simple inhalation of atmospheric air, intake of atmospheric inhalation, atmospheric air, and exhalation of CO2 rich air which is present in the alveoli, it is called pulmonary ventilation. And when we come to the second step, diffusion of these gases between alveoli and the blood. So diffusion of O2 across the alveolar membrane, which is very thin, it is richly supplied with blood vessels, and so this alveolar membrane and the blood capillaries, so the diffusion takes place between this across the membrane, across the alveolar membrane. And now the transport of gases generally takes place through the blood is the medium between alveoli and the body cells, between alveoli and body cells for oxygen, and also between body cells and alveoli for CO2. So here the blood acts as transporting medium. And now the diffusion of gases between blood and tissues. Here oxygen from blood enters into tissues and CO2 from tissue enter into the blood, and in the tissue the O2 will be utilized, oxygen will be utilized for the oxidation of the food material, thereby releasing energy. Here glucose will be broken down, so breakdown of glucose occurs in presence of O2, and so it is oxidized, releasing carbon dioxide, water and energy. So this is called cellular respiration, which takes place inside the cells, and the CO2 that is formed should be expelled or eliminated out of the body. It is nothing but it is a biochemical reaction where C6H12O6 means glucose inside the cell is present, which is assimilated. Just when we finished digestive system, we learned that glucose, the end product of carbohydrate will be assimilated in the tissue. So that will be oxidized now, and it releases C6H12O6 plus 6O2, giving rise to 6CO2 plus 12H2O plus 686 kilocalories of energy, which are 36 ATP. So when we come to the mechanism of breathing, it includes two stages, inspiration and expiration. Inspiration is a process by which the air enters the lungs, that is inhalation of fresh air takes place, and expiration is nothing but a process by which CO2 will be expelled out of the lungs, that is exhalation of the air. So here movement of air into and out of the lungs is carried out by creating pressure gradient between lungs and atmosphere. So it totally depends upon the pressure gradient that is present between the lungs and the atmosphere. So now how the pressure gradient will be created? The pressure gradient is the pressure difference which creates the flow of gases from high pressure to the low pressure. Generally, the pressure of oxygen in atmospheric air will be greater than the pressure of oxygen than the alveoli. So from atmosphere, oxygen enters into the alveoli where pressure of oxygen is less. So when we discuss about the inspiration step, here two muscles, diaphragm muscles, those are called phrenic muscles, I told you, and external intercostal muscles, they play a very important role in inspiration. The pressure within the lungs is made less than the atmospheric air, so the air flows into the lungs. The role of diaphragm here, the contraction of the phrenic muscles causes it to become flat, and also lowered down. It is also lowered down like this. The diaphragm will be lowered down, thereby increasing the volume of the chest or thoracic cavity, increasing the volume. So the volume, lung volume also, pulmonary volume also increases and decreases the pressure of the pulmonary cavity. So the air from atmosphere enters into the lungs. And external intercostal muscles are nothing but the muscles present in between the ribs. So due to contraction of these muscles, the volume of thoracic cavity will be increasing. Why? Because the sternum and the ribs will be raised up and outward. So it increases the volume of the thoracic cavity dorsoventrally. So here what happens? Increase in the volume of thoracic cavity leads to increase in the volume of pulmonary cavity, which causes decrease in pressure of the pulmonary cavity, and that causes air from atmosphere entering into the lungs. So here the route of air is during inspiration through the external nostrils, nasal cavities, pharynx, larynx, trachea, bronchi, bronchioles and alveoli reaches the atmospheric air.